Shai Gilgeous-Alexander crowned. MVP by Chet Holmgren. After Thunder dominate Game 7, a statement win for OKC's bright future. In a game that was supposed to be a clash of titans, only one giant stood tall. The Oklahoma City Thunder delivered a thunderous statement on Sunday night, bulldozing the defending champion Denver Nuggets 125-93 in a decisive Game 7 that felt less like a contest and more like a coronation. At the heart of it all was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the smooth, steady hand who played like a man on a mission, and according to teammate Chet Holmgren, that mission just hit MVP altitude. You know who this is? The MVP, Holmgren declared post-game, draping his arm around Gilgeous-Alexander as confetti rained down and Paycom Center shook with celebration. It's done. Case closed. It wasn't just team spirit talking. It was a bold declaration, punctuated by a Game 7 performance that might have just tipped the scales in the MVP race. Gilgeous-Alexander was clinical, explosive, and unshakably composed as he led the Thunder into the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2016. Let that sink in. A franchise that not so long ago was reeling from the departures of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Chris Paul, now finds itself back on the NBA's biggest stage, with a new face of the franchise front and center. And he showed up when it mattered most. A masterclass in efficiency. Shai didn't just put up numbers, he orchestrated a masterpiece. The 25-year-old All-Star dropped a game-high 35 points on 12 of 19 shooting, adding 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals to his stat line. He knocked down 3 of 5 attempts from deep and got to the line with ease, attacking Denver's defense like a surgeon dissecting a body. It was the kind of performance that echoes through playoff history. A Game 7 where the best player on the floor left absolutely no doubt. From the opening tip, Gilgeous-Alexander looked in total command. He controlled pace, changed gears, and picked apart mismatches with his signature herky-jerky flow. Whether weaving through traffic in the lane or pulling up with ice in his veins, he looked like a man who knew it was his moment. He didn't just play like an MVP, he played like the MVP. Jokic neutralized. On the other side of the court, Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP and reigning NBA champion, found himself trapped in quicksand. Despite logging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, the Serbian superstar never found his rhythm. Jokic shot just 5 of 9 from the floor and finished with a game-worst plus-minus of -23. The Thunder defense swarmed him with relentless energy, mixing looks, crowding passing lanes, and forcing Denver's offense into uncomfortable territory. For a team that prides itself on precision and flow, the Nuggets looked disjointed and overmatched. Jamal Murray never found his groove, Michael Porter Jr. disappeared, and the bench was outclassed. And while Jokic remained composed, the pressure cooker of a Game 7 magnified every misstep. The result? A blowout loss that felt like a symbolic shift in power. Thunder's rise feels real. Don't call it a fluke. This Thunder team is the real deal, and Sunday night was their coming out party. Built through patience, savvy front office moves, and a culture of accountability, Oklahoma City has quietly transformed into one of the league's most complete units. Led by head coach Mark Daigneault, the Thunder have bought into a system that emphasizes movement, defense, and unselfish play. They're young, they're hungry, and they just ran the defending champs out of the gym. Beyond Gilgeous-Alexander's brilliance, the supporting cast shined. Chet Holmgren, still just a rookie, played with the poise of a veteran. His length and timing disrupted Jokic throughout the game. Jalen Williams added timely buckets. Lu Dort hounded the Nuggets guards all night, setting the tone defensively. This is no longer a rebuilding team. This is a contender. MVP statement, not just for the voters. While MVP voting typically closes before the playoffs, Game 7 felt like a mic drop moment from Gilgeous-Alexander. not just for the award, but for his place in the league hierarchy. He outdueled the MVP frontrunner. He outclassed the reigning finals MVP. And he did it in the biggest game of his career. If there was any doubt before, Chet Holmgren made sure it was silenced. "Y'all saw it," Holmgren said post-game. "This guy's been carrying us all year, on both ends, every night. Now he's doing it when it matters most. He's him. And the league is watching, loud and clear." Looking ahead, now, the Thunder await their next challenge, either the Dallas Mavericks or the Minnesota Timberwolves. But regardless of who emerges, OKC has already issued its warning. Underestimate them at your own risk. With Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the helm, this team has belief, swagger, fire. The 2024-25 season was supposed to be the year of growth for the